So if you're a guitarist, you're probably familiar with the fake Les Paul guitars that people sometimes play. Sometimes even famous musicians will play a fake or counterfeit Les Paul or Gibson guitar. Usually you will see a Les Paul because that's their most popular and famous and best-selling guitar that Gibson makes. But today we have another Chibson guitar, and it is not a Les Paul. Welcome back to the mix. I'm ABD. Today we're unboxing another fake guitar, which I've done on my channel before. I have a video you could watch if you so choose, and there's more than one on my channel. But I have a custom, a Les Paul custom. I have a Les Paul standard, like 50s. And then I have a Les Paul special, which is not very great. Haven't really posted a video about that yet. Haven't really posted a video about the custom yet, because I'm still trying to find the best way to show that off. But today, we have something different. Not a Les Paul, not a Flying V, not a 355 or 35. What do we have? Let's find out. So usually when you get a guitar from China, it'll come packed in, wrapped in this yellow tape around the whole thing. And in between, or inside, is basically two pieces of cardboard with a little cutout, just big enough to hold the guitar. So it looks like it made it all the way from China safely. There's no big dings or anything like that, or gashes, so it's looking good so far. But this guitar, unlike the other counterfeit guitars that I have, I actually custom designed. It was not something that was on one of these marketplaces, AliExpress or eBay. It was something that I said, I want this, and I'm going to find a seller that makes cool looking stuff, and I'm going to ask them to my specifications to make me something specific. So this is based on a guitar that exists in the world. I think there might be one or two of them, and I decided to have them build it for me. It's not exactly like that guitar, which we'll talk more about later, but it's very similar, and it's not something that you can usually get from standard Gibson. So we can open it up. We have to find the seam of the two pieces of cardboard in there, and so we can go ahead and do that. I have found the seam, everybody. It's a big back and a little tiny piece in the front. Now I can turn it around this way, and this whole front part will fall away. And you can kind of already see what we have. If I remove this piece of cardboard, you can see the shape of the headstock. They did a pretty good job packing it, I have to say. They put extra cardboard in there to secure it. I have gotten other guitars in this shape before, and they like to get damaged in shipping, and they didn't come all the way from China. This one did, and it looks like we don't have any damage. Thank God. Maybe you know what the guitar is. Do you know what it is yet? I could already tell you it's a great weight. Not too light, not too heavy. It smells like lacquer, like paint. But what color is it? What guitar is it? Let's find out. Some of you already know by the shape of the headstock, but that's what we can reveal first. It's an Explorer, everybody. It's a gold Explorer. And, oh boy, is that pretty. Is it exactly what I wanted, what I ordered? Yes. Yes, it is. It was based on, like I said, we would talk about it. It's basically based on the Centennial Explorer that came out, Gibson made in 1994. And like I said, I contacted a specific seller. I said, I want an Explorer, and I want it in gold. Can you do that with a Perloid pickguard? In gold components, can you do that? And they said, yeah, we can do that. And they did it. And it looks like they did a great job. The finish is spectacular. I don't know how well you could tell in the camera there, but from here, it looks fantastic. It's sparkly, but not too sparkly. It's nice and even. I don't know how many pieces of wood they used. I think they used 3, because I had them send me some pictures while they were making it, and I can put those up, what those look like. And there's metal frames around the pickups. I want to see the back. One thing that lets you know that it's not real is this plate there is too big. Usually they're thinner. They put a big plate there, which I'm not super complaining about. It takes some of the weight off the guitar, and it makes it easier to get in there if you want to change your components. But if somebody sees that, they're going to go, oh my goodness, it's a fake Gibson. Another thing that lets you know it's a fake Gibson, the big volute back there. Gibson doesn't have a volute like that. I don't even know if they usually don't even put a volute on an Explorer. It just goes straight through like that. And gold truss rod cover on the headstock is like an Epiphone style. It's supposed to be like a Gibson style. I'll probably change that. That's not really a huge issue. And then the headstock shape is not the right shape. The Gibson one is a little longer this way and gets a little thinner. So this one's more like a hockey stick. That's what they call it, the hockey stick headstock. But it is not in tune. We can tune it up real quick and get a very quick demo of what it sounds like. The pots feel pretty good. They're pretty loose, but they feel good. The knobs are nice. The bridge. Ooh, the bridge is pretty nice. I don't even think that bridge needs to be replaced. The tailpiece is nice, but what is going to be replaced is those pickups and the tuners, which I'm sure are not that great. I'm going to change them to locking tuners. Another funny thing we did on this is he said we could put the rounded edge stainless steel frets on there. That's what I recommend. And I said, you know what? Go ahead. Because usually Gibson, they have the binding, the neck binding goes over the frets, little nibs, fret nibs, but they usually don't do that on Chibsons. Sometimes you can find a seller that will do that, or a builder that'll do that for extra money. But instead of doing that, they said, let's put the rounded frets on there. And I said, why not? Let's go for it. Rosewood fretboard, which is actually dyed really well. Looks really good. I think because I reached out, sought them out, and specifically asked for a guitar, they took extra care in building it for me. Let's tune it up and plug it in and see how it sounds real quick. And then we'll have a part 2 where we're going to do all the great modifications to the guitar to make it something really special, because right now it's not bad. It feels really great. The frets feel really well polished, and the fretboard is like conditioned well and dyed well. It's not scratchy. The dot inlays look good. So let's plug it in and see how it sounds before we end the video. Thank you for watching. Ooh, cover on the pickguard. We love that. My goodness gracious. It was almost in tune. That's in the middle position. If we go to, oh god, which way does this go? I think this is the neck. So usually these have cheap ceramic pickups in there, and a lot of the time they don't sound that bad. This is one of the cases where they really don't. They sound pretty good. Let's go to the bridge. So the action is really good. The nut is cut really well, and it looks good too, the nut. So that's with no pedals on, all nice and dry. If we turn on some reverb, and then maybe a tube screamer, what do we get? How about a rat type distortion? So that's more what you're looking to do with ceramic pickups. That heavy stuff. Ultra metal distortion. What do we get? So they're not terrible pickups. They're a little muddy. They're not voiced exactly to my liking, but they're not terrible. They do sound okay, especially the bridge position. But usually the ceramic pickups that do come with these in the bridge position usually sound pretty good. But that's it for part 1 of this video. We unboxed it, we gave it a little listen. And it sounds good, it looks good. We're going to come back in a part 2 and change the bridge and the pickups and the tuners and whatever else it might need to make it a badass guitar. But until then, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you do, please. And play guitar. And be great. Be cool. Play Explorers. Because they need some love too. Bye now. I have found the seam. I'll probably change that. That probably won't be the hockey stick headstock. That's what they call it.